Hey guys, Merry Christmas. So I wanted to get this video out on Christmas, but there was some issues here in Nashville. We're fine. We're not close to Nashville enough to get affected by the explosion, but all AT&T carriers in, I believe, Middle Tennessee kind of lost their service. We lost internet, we lost cable, we lost all our phone services. So I wasn't able to upload this video. So I hope Christmas was great for you. I hope you were able to enjoy it with family and friends as best as you can. And love you all and enjoy the video. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. This is Christmas morning. My kids are actually still sleeping. This is what happens when you get to that stage where the kids are in their, well, Sean's 14, but the twins are 21 now. Can you believe it? They're 21. We just had their 21st birthday on the 19th. I'm going to put a little clip from their birthday.
Hey, hit two! We're not smile. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Michael Matthew. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Oh, shit! That was good! Look at that. Oh man, that's hilarious. Do your shots. Let's go.
Yeah, my baby twins are 21. That was the best BOGO I've ever had. Buy one, get one. But this morning I have to make 3 dishes for Christmas dinner later on. So I'm going to link the video below because I've made these dishes before. I'm making the rice ball bundt and I'm making the Antipasto Bread. So I got risotto in here in my rice cooker instead of regular rice. You want it to be, sticky, but you don't need that creaminess from risotto. And then I have some meat going. Here was some leftover meat sauce that I had the other day, and I have to make some more because that's not enough for the rice ball bundt. So I'm browning this meat. And then here's half a jar of sauce, but I have another jar of sauce. So my marinara sauce, get that nice and saucy. So that's going to get going. Figured get some stuff done before they wake up. They'll probably wake up at like 10:30, knowing those kids. Like I always say, I can't wait. It's like when you want to sleep good, you want to sleep good like a teenager on spring break. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's step 1 so far. Get that going. So I added some onion. I added some garlic. I'm going to add some salt. And then I'm going to add some sauce. I have more if I need. So look, I put a lot of sauce. I got it simmering on low. I want the meat to be all tender by the time I put this in the rice ball bundt. So right now I have plenty of time. Let it just simmer there. I might actually put more sauce. So for the Antipasto Bread, I need to chop up all of this stuff. So you got the marinated artichoke hearts, the marinated mushrooms, red roasted peppers, hearts of palm, all, bite-sized choppy pieces. I have some sliced olives. I got some mozzarella and some pepperoni. And that's all going to go in a crescent dough braid. So I'm going to drain them, chop them, and mix them all together like one big happy family. So I chopped everything into bite-sized pieces in a colander. So you want it to thoroughly drain. Then I'm going, this way. Then I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil in there. There you go. Most of that will drain, but I'm going to toss it. And I'm also going to put in some Italian seasoning. Let me do that. There you go. And then I'm going to toss it. But I want as much water and even the oil. I just want the oil to coat, but I don't want liquid because then that gets the crescent dough all soggy. And these red roasted peppers and the artichoke hearts have a lot of liquid in them. So, toss that. And I'm going to just let it sit here for quite a while, just so that it can completely drain. So these have been draining for a good hour or so. And I'm going to open up the crescent dough, and I'm going to lay it out so I can do the braid. So I'm going to try to do the braid a little differently this time. Let me roll some of this out. I opened up one container and I pinched the seals closed. This thing I got from, guess where? Pampered Chef, another party I went to. So I'm going to do that. And then I saw on a blogger named The Reluctant Entertainer, she made all sorts of different braids, breakfast braids, taco braids, and she did it a little differently. So, oh my goodness. Okay. So I want to show you, I want to try to do it this way. So that's as best as I can. And then I'm going to put the filling in. Oh, so look at that. It's like an Italian deli on bread. All right, so now I'm going to open up that one. So on my previous braids, as you see in the video below, I would use one crescent dough and just a little bit of the filling to fold it over. So on the Reluctant Entertainer, she opened and filled the whole package, one package, and then with the triangles, she literally just laid it across. So it's almost like a pie. So it looks like a braid, but it's more like a pie. And then so one goes one way. I'll show you just starting it off, and then I'll make it pretty. Then the other one goes the other way with a little seam showing, and then it's going to be crisscross the whole way through. Okay, so I don't know if you can see how that goes, but you got the triangles going across, and then I'm going to fold the edges over. So this is like one huge hot pocket. Give it a try. Otherwise, then next year I go back to the braid. You know what I'm saying? But I thought this would be meatier, more of the filling inside. So the pieces aren't as bready. So I'm just going to do this all around, and then in the oven it goes 375 until it's golden on top. So with one jar each, you're going to end up with 2 of those big things. Good thing I have 2 more crescent doughs. So one for their house, one for our house. So that one is on standby. So this meat sauce has been simmering for quite some time. The meat is nice and tender. It's saucy enough. So now I'm going to add some green peas. They'll just heat up while they're in there. So yeah, rice balls, I don't see them in Tennessee, that's for sure. But in a lot of the Italian delis and some of the pizza places, Italian restaurants, you see these rice balls. They're delicious. So they have the meat and peas in them. Some rice balls are just a cheese. They're just the rice and cheese binded with an egg. But the ones with the meat have peas in them. So put some peas, not that many. It just gives the green and red Christmas colors to the dish. There, that's good enough. So So here's my risotto. It's been cooled down. I have some pecorino romano that I'm gonna mix in there. And then you add 4 eggs. So that's 4 eggs with about 3 cups of Parmesan pecorino. Yeah, this recipe is from Giada DeLaurentis. It's called Riso di Sartu. So now I'm going to just mix that all up pretty much with my hands and assemble the bundt. So look how golden. So that's nice and mixed. I'm going to butter really well and breadcrumb the bundt pan because you don't want it to stick. Let me get my butter and my breadcrumbs and get that started. So the bundt pan is buttered and breadcrumbed, and then I start packing the rice all along the sides and in the middle to make a well. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. So start putting the rice in to form like a well, a pocket. Pat it in there. Push it down. And of course, the traditional rice ball, you make balls, you flour it. Wait, yeah, I think you flour it, you egg it, you bread it, and then you deep fry it. So there's a place in Long Island, a restaurant called Chow Babies. And they make these rice balls like the size of your head. Delicious. Like 6 people could share a rice ball. And they top it with the bottom of the plate is marinara sauce. And then the top, they dollop ricotta cheese on it. Delicious. They don't have anything like that here in Tennessee, that's for sure. That is for sure. We need some of those Italians to move down here. Okay. So now I'm trying to pat it up the sides to really surround the meat filling when I put it in. And of course, baking it is a lot healthier than deep frying. Okay, push down, push down, push down, push down. I want a lot of meat filling in there. So it's lower carb, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Okay, I'll just continue doing this so this video is not so long. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I have the whole thing like a big well. Now I'm gonna add the meat into the well. Oh, it's delicious. I really should make this more than once a year. There it goes. I don't think I really showed you how this is. I mean, I did pieces and pieces, you know, to kind of show you each step, but you didn't see me do it. So there's that. And now we're gonna cover it with the rest of the rice. Yep. I made like 4 cups of risotto in my rice cooker. And when you don't want creamy risotto, you can make risotto in the rice cooker. When you want it creamy, that's when you got to do it on the stove top and go slow and stir it constantly. Yeah. Yep. So there's covered. Yep. Got it all on my fingers. There. Okay. So now more breadcrumbs. Sprinkle on top. Because the rice ball is supposed to have breadcrumbs all over the place. Sprinkle breadcrumbs on top. Doesn't have to be too thick. And then we're gonna put some dollops of butter all over the top so that the butter can make the rice and the breadcrumbs nice and golden and full of flavor. This one I'm actually using the Kerrygold. A little salted butter. I want to give this dish maximum flavor. Yep. Just use the whole stick. Love this dish. When I saw Giada make it, I'm like, I am sold. I am making that. Family favorite. Oops, let's put you over here. Yep. So in the oven, right now I have my oven set at like 360. I'm gonna stick that in there so that, I mean, it's all cooked now. It's just gonna heat throughout. You know, I guess cook the eggs and then get all golden on top. So when you see that golden crust, it's done. And look at first hot pocket out. That's a big hot pocket. So now we're ready for our last dish. So that's dump cake. So this time I'm making cherry dump cake. And I have my dish on top of my pan so I don't make the same mistake of burning, everything bubbling over. And I'm using the bigger dish. So this is bigger than a 9x13 so that I don't burn the oven again. So I got my cherry filling pans. I got 2 of them. I got 2. That's going to go in there. Okay. Get spoon. One. And I figured with the cherry, I actually like the cherry. I'm not a huge apple pie fan, but this cherry dump cake is really tasty. It's also tasty when you use the blueberries. So 1. 2. Ooh, this one poured out nicely. Yay. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dishes that require crushed pineapple because I couldn't find crushed pineapple in the 2 Publixes that I went to. So I got the pineapple tidbits and then I stuck them in my magic bullet. There you go. So the water, the liquid from the juice from the pineapples, because you don't really want chunks of pineapples, but you want the pineapple juice because that actually cooks the cake. Okay, so mix that around. And let me tell you, you don't taste oops, made a mess anyway. You don't taste pineapple in the dish. But you need it. You need it. Okay. So mix that really well. There we go. Come on, pineapple juice. There we go. Yeah. Then 1 box of yellow cake mix. You know what's really good? I did try it. Some of you guys might like it. I tried it years ago. You could do chocolate cake mix with cherry. That goes really well, especially for Christmas time. But like I said in some other video, my family's a big vanilla fan. So the chocolate was good, but we like the yellow cake mix. Just sprinkle it all on top. Yep, something about that vanilla. I don't know. I love it. But yeah, chocolate would be good. Chocolate cherry is a good mix. Spread it. And then with the apple, we had done walnuts. I'm going to do sliced almonds. That will also go good with chocolate cherry. So some sliced almonds. They're nice and thin. Give more crunch to the crust with that nice almond flavor. Yeah. Some in the mouth. And then you just dollop the top with butter. And bake it at 375 until it's golden and bubbly. Oop. Okay. And you want to cover the whole top, so try to cut it, to thin slices. There we go. All right, that'll take a long time. So look at that. So again, in the oven, 375 until golden bubbly on top. Look at that. It smells delicious. It was just bubbling. I don't know if you can see that. Where's the bubbles? Okay. I don't see the bubbles anymore. Yes. So that's the cherry dump cake. There's one pie. I'm going to bring both of them because there's 14 people. I mean, 2 of them are babies, but one doesn't look like it'll feed. So, because we're going to do them as appetizers. So I'm going to bring both of them. And then I'm going to take a shower. I did take this out, so it's actually not done. I want it more golden on top. So the last 30 minutes before we have to leave the house, I'm throwing it in the oven. So when we bring it, it's hot. Yeah, so then I'll show you everything when it's done. You know what? And I know this is getting out late, so definitely not in time for Christmas since today's Christmas. But this will make great New Year's. You got appetizer, entree, dessert. And everything is done. Dessert, appetizers, and now that's going to be an appetizer, actually, at our friend's house. But Merry Christmas, everyone. And like I said, if you don't see this before Christmas, that'll be Happy New Year, and you can do this for New Year's.